like I do not know what permanent is. They want me gone. Wait for the kicker. Bury me now and I only get bigger. That's word of my nigga. Yeah. October firm in the cut. Stay at the top like I'm stuck. That's just how I'm giving it up.
What is up, guys? That brown guy here. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to give you my Today I'm going to give you my honest views on More Life. Do you get what I did there? Because obviously, like, Views was his last, you know, like Views from the Six. And then, like, obviously it's more So first of all, Drake be slacking. A man, well, not even a man, there was bare rumours around December last year that Drake's More Life will be released December 3rd. Me, being a big Drake fan, a man got gassed. I ain't even gonna front. A man got gassed. I had to wait 3 months, right? 3 months for a Drake project. It's mad because I was gassed at December and then Christmas was ruined, really, innit? Because, like, a man's hope got up. One thing that I want to speak about is the amount of support that Drake has for the UK grime scene and the UK artists. Drake brought gigs on his album. A man Drake bought Skepta, and obviously I call him Skep because me and Skep were on a first name basis and that, so Skep, holla, you know what I'm saying? A man brought Georgia Smith. Shout out Luca, you're my bro. Georgia Smith, who used to go to my school, is on a Drake album, well, a Drake playlist, but a Drake, you know, project. That's mad, and I love to see Drake supporting the UK music scene a lot, because we rarely have any recognition across America or like Canada. Two, I love the titles of the tunes. Gyalchester. Mate, I love the Georgia interlude. I love Get Together. I love, basically, on a whole, this whole project has been worth the wait. Three, the features that Drake has are typical. Big names across the American scene and the British scene. As I said, he's got gigs, Skepta, Georgia Smith and Black Coffee. And then if you want to go like to North America kind of scene, he's got Quavo, Travis Scott, The Man, 2 Chainz and Young Thug, and Party Next Door. My favourite feature has to be either Georgia or probably Young Thug on Ice Melt. I'm sorry, but Young Thug goes in. I'm not even joking. That tune is a banger. To me, it's one of my favourite tunes on the bloody album. One thing that I loved a lot about this whole project is that it's got the old school Drake feel. It's not an album full of bangers. Just like, you know, if you're reading This Is Too Late, Views, obviously Views, you've got One Dance, you know, Too Good, Child's Play. And then if you're reading this, you've got Energy, 10 Bands, Know Yourself, Legend. Obviously bangers that was going to stand out to a lot of people that love kind of rap music, would you say, or pop music. On this project, it's got more of a Take Care feel. That's what I personally think. I feel that songs like Teenage Fever, Nothing's Into Somethings, Lose You, Can't Have Everything, probably the Georgia interlude as well, and the vocalist Drake was shining through. That's what I love about this project the most, is that Drake decided to like step back from the rapping. Obviously there's a lot of rap songs on here, don't get me wrong, but he decided to, like, you know what, let me use my vocals and show this goddamn world that a man can sing. One thing that I love is that he rotted. A man nearly fell. Fam, it's dark, G. People were expecting this album to be a hype album. For example, people expected this album to be full of bangers. Don't get me wrong, there are bangers, but I don't think personally that any of this music will be on the radio other than Passion Fruit. This album is full of feel-good music. For example, since way back, that music will make you go into your feelings. So like what Drake can do best is get people in their feelings, you know? Because that's what Drake got big from, is having songs that people can relate to. And I think that's what Drake has done on this More Life. One thing that I hate from this album is probably KMT featuring Giggs. That is probably the biggest tune on there. I ain't even gonna front. A lot of my friends at school love that tune, but me personally, I don't. Call me a hype beast all you want, but I'm a fan of XXXTentacion. I think a man knows how to rap, a man knows how to spit bars, and a man knows how to make a beat. Because X does real good music. You know, if I'm sipping tea in your hood, look at me. Let me speak about that in a minute. I can't do this anymore. I love it when they run. I love XXXTentacion, Free Up X, but KMT is basically Look At Me's flow. Drake has copied the Look At Me flow. I'm a big fan of Drake, don't get me wrong. I'm a huge fan of Drake, huge fan. But he did kind of take the flow. I'm sorry, but you can't deny the fact he did take the flow. So that's one of the reasons why I'm not a fan of that song. I'm gonna play a sample of Look At Me, and then I'm gonna play KMT. You cannot say that that isn't the same. That was Look At Me from XXXTentacion. And now we're gonna go on to KMT featuring Giggs.
Demon just got out of can. I gave my bro an advance. Love is just not in my plans. Not even taking a chance. Studio right in my yacht.
It's identical. I'm sorry, but it is. I'm a fan of Drake, but that's the only song that I'm not a big fan of. So overall, I think personally that this is probably Drake's best project. I think it's personally better than Views. Nothing Was the Same, If You're Reading This, It's Too Late. You know, Take Care, Thank Me Later, So Far Gone. I think it beats that. Personally, I think it beats Views by a mile. Views, I had to stay true. Views was the best album last year. You can't even front. The numbers wise, Drake broke records with that album. For me, it was a strong contender with Birds in the Trap, but Views to me was the best album of last year. And if More Life doesn't have real competition this year, obviously Bryson, I'm expecting you to have a little bit of competition with Drake, but if Drake doesn't have competition this year with any other artist, this is the best project this year. Real talk. I personally give this a 5. I'm not even gonna front. This is a great project by Drake, and I really respect him for doing this. I can't wait to hear another project in 2018. Drake is the biggest rapper in the game right now, and nobody can say different. What did I do? Oh, ISO. So that's how you do it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was my brutally honest views. You know what I'm saying? It was my brutally honest views on More Life. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. That brown guy's out. Peace.
Watch that pussy nigga run when I swipe fist. Watch that pussy nigga shoot when I swipe fist. I don't need no strap, I love my blade.